Further debate, the honourable member from Eglinton-Lawrence.
Grazie, Mr. Speaker, grazie. I just want to say that my colleague from New York West mentioned the Friulani, he mentioned Calabrese, he didn't mention the Pugliese that also helped build this country, and I Siciliano pure. Anyways, I want to say on behalf of also the Milanese, the member from York Southwest, and Laura Albanese, I mean, she's made her whole life speaking. And because of her throat situation, she's unable to speak on this glorious day. So imagine the frustration of our member from York Southwestern. And as a fellow Pugliese, I'll try and say a few things on her behalf. You know, this August, I celebrated 60 years in Canada. We came in August 1950 on a small Greek ship with my mother and my sister. We joined with our father here. So this is certainly a resolution very close to my heart, and as you've all been speaking, I just thought of so many incredible memories, you know, I think why I can see the passion in Mario's voice is because we think of the people that went before us. You know, I think of you know, Johnny Lombardi, you know, one of the incredible pioneers in broadcasting that left such an indelible mark on Canada. Danny Iannuzzi, the great journalist, Nino Ricci, the author, Charles Caccia, the great environmentalist. I've got an incredible volunteer in my riding, Toni Ciccarelli, who had her fingerprints taken and arrested in 1940 as an alien at that time. She's still fighting to get her fingerprints back, Toni Ciccarelli. At 92, she's still fighting. We've got you know, people like Ralph Kyoto that's here, a great business person is here. Lenny Lombardi is here, another great broadcaster following in his father's footsteps. I think of the builders, the De Gasperis family, the Cerbera family, the Montemarano family, the Cordellucci family. All these families, the Gasperis, they came with nothing, you know, and they built incredible places to live and to house people. They're still doing it. I think of Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians in London, in the music world, the contributions he made with his brother Carmine. I think of Vittorio Coco, the morning voice of Canada every morning. I think of Gino Cucchi, the great man of St. Clair, Ali Bittibati, who's an honorary Italian, who's always there with his camera everywhere things are going. So there's just so many people that gave so much, never asking anything back, but just wanted to work so they can raise their family and their kids would go to school. That's really what they wanted. And I just think of the unnamed workers. You know, we know the 5 that died in Hogs Hollow, but I think of my next door neighbor, Antonio Garisto. He was the first Italian-Canadian foreman for Metro Works. And he used to tell stories about how they used to do all these incredibly complex tunnel digging exercises, the Bear Road Tunnel, and they would do very dangerous work. And he, in fact, even had a tunnel collapse on him. And he said, you know what was really hard for him to take is many of the engineers with the white hats, they would really have problems figuring out a complex issue. And they always come to Tony quietly and says, well, Tony, we got a problem here. What do we do? So Tony, in his broken English, would explain, well, if you want to really do this properly and tunnel properly, here's what you do. And then they would follow Tony's instructions, and the problem would be fixed. And he would, remember, he would sort of stand there with a tear in his eye because at the ribbon cutting ceremony, the guys with the white hats would get all the pat in the backs, and poor Tony and the workmen are sitting in the back in their boots and ignored. And those are the unknown workers. There's so many of them that, you know, I tell another story, the Ferma brothers, who tell me when they first started on construction, in the summertime, they were working up Markham Road. They said it was so hot, and there was no water on the job site, no water. So the cement truck would come by. That's where they would get their water to get a little bit of nourishment on a hot summer day. That's all, and you know, the dirty cement truck water. So these are the kinds of sacrifices these men and women, the women. You know, my mother was a seamstress on Spadina, working piecework. You know, coming home, like many Italian mothers, we had boarders in our house. You know, we had 3 or 4 boarders. She would come home, cook, clean, even for the boarders, and then go back to Spadina the next morning at 6 o'clock, sometimes walking home because they didn't want to spend the 12 cents for the streetcar ticket. This is the kind of people they were, and you know, there's people, again, from Portugal now doing the same thing, from Jamaica doing the same thing. You know, this is what truly makes us an incredible country, an incredible province, because these people have put part of themselves into our streets, into our homes, into our buildings, our schools, into this place. So I feel honored being here today, being part of this incredible group of people that have called Toronto home, and we're so proud of being Canadians, because Canada opened the door for us when nobody else would. So thank you all so much for listening to us and supporting this very, very important resolution that really makes us all Italian Canadians today. Thank you so much.